Hey guys, Con from Revive, and here I am at 2020 Autorama. It is day 3. We have 7 more hours in the show. It has been very exciting. I've been hanging out with the guys at CarStar Customs. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with those guys, get to know those guys a little bit better. It's been absolutely an amazing experience to see some of the most coolest cars in the world. I mean, these cars here, every single one of them have their individual character. Every single one of them have been jeweled out to their very fine finish. Their owners are proud to show them off, and it is a privilege to be able to take a close look at these cars that I've never seen before anywhere except in a magazine or on a website. So one of the things I want to talk to you about today is car maintenance at a car show. I see a very common theme that is going around right now, and I wanted to kind of bring it to insight to see what is actually the dialed in or the better way of doing it. So the theme I'm seeing is that a lot of the guys around here are using a quick detailer, a quick detailing product from many different brands, but nevertheless, a quick detailing product was never engineered to pick up dust and dirt. Quick detailing products are engineered to rejuvenate your wax or sealant, add a little bit of gloss, but is not designed to clean a surface. So the issue that happens there is when you use that product in a dusty environment like a show, you're increasing the chances of marring the paint. Now, you may have not noticed it on your daily driver. Well, here it's a much more important thing to be considering, because a lot of these cars, obviously most of these cars are custom, so they're going to have newer sensitive paints, or they're going to be a classic car. Again, you're going to run across a very sensitive paint. Either way, on either end of the spectrum, most of these cars in here are going to automatically have very, very, very sensitive paint. So you have to dress them much more delicately than maybe a daily driver that has paint that's several months or years old that has time to cure, and it's a little bit harder. So it's going to be more difficult to scratch. So what do you use? Well, I mean, you go to the big box stores and all you see is quick detailing, or you see quick detailing and you think that's what you need. Well, ideally what you should be using is a rinseless wash solution. And the reason behind that is that a rinseless wash solution offers 3 things. It offers a detergent, it offers a lubrication, and emulsification. So what does that mean? Well, detergents are going to help break down the bond that the dirt has with your surface, because what's holding the dirt in place is the static energy. So you want to break that bond, and a detergent does that effectively. Emulsification is where you have molecules that actually encapsulate dirt molecules. So this will actually absorb the dirt molecule and encapsulate it. And then the last thing is lubrication, is so when I wipe my surface, I actually have a barrier between the paint and the dirt that's emulsified, so I can pick it up safely. So that's what is going to be the best solution for cleaning dust off your car, and a rinseless wash offers that. The second most important thing to use and consider is a towel. So a common theme I'm seeing around here is the yellow towel. It's the Costco towel, the Sam's Club towel. It's made by Kirkland. It's a great towel used correctly. Ideally, that towel is not the best towel to be using on paint. The reason for that is that it has a higher concentration of polyester, and it also has a polyester lining that increases the chances of marring paint, especially in this sensitive environment. So that's important to consider as well. So the towel that I recommend and I've been using successfully is the Autofiber Dreadnought towel. So this is a double twist towel. The advantage there is that it's a very absorbing towel, so it's going to absorb that dirt that is encapsulated from the rinseless wash. And the second thing is that it's going to also spread out my body weight. So just like a backing plate or a sanding block, this is going to help even out the pressure of my hand across the surface, reducing hot spots or pressure points that may mar the paint. Now, how I use my rinseless wash, there's many brands out there. The rinseless wash I like to use is the American Detailer Garage rinseless wash called Wipeout. I've loved the product. Billy's a great guy. You know, he's a detailer, so I really believe in his brand, because obviously he uses it. He's not just a manufacturer, that he's an actual detailer. So if there's any issues at the detailing level, he'll know about it first. Now, I use that product. You can use it in many different ways. If your car's dirtier, you can use it in a bucket. In this environment, you can use it in a spray bottle. It's concentrated, so you'll have to dilute it to 32:1, but you can just use a pump sprayer. The issue with a pump sprayer is that it takes a lot of time, and then the other thing too that I don't like about a pump sprayer is that you get these hot spots of spray. So if you ever sprayed product in the car, you usually have to spray a panel 3 or 4 times to kind of get solution spread around, because you're kind of just blasting this like shotgun kind of hole of product onto one area. So what I've come up with is a much more effective solution that also in a car show environment can be used over and over and over again with ease, is a pressurized keg. So I teamed up with a gentleman from Detail Kegs that offers different size kegs, and the one that I carry is his 3 gallon. So the 3 gallon I have in here is 2 gallons of water, distilled water, mixed with the 32-to-1 wipeout, and then 1 gallon of air, pressurized to 150 psi. Yes, that is 150 pounds of pressure in there, which allows me to give a very fine mist out of my tip, giving me even spread of the product throughout the surface without using too much, without using too little, allowing me to pick up the dust and dirt. So the way I typically like to use it is get a nice even spread. As you can see, it's just a very fine mist. You can barely see that it's on the surface, and that's what we're looking for. We're just trying to pick up dust, because these cars are already clean, these cars are already dialed in. Ideally, what we're trying to do is just pick up a little bit of dust so we're not harming the surface. And then what we also want to do is wipe in single direction, and that's a third, probably lost count. One other tip is never circles. Circles are for losers. And the reason for that is that if you have any dirt in your towel and you're constantly doing circles, that dirt has no place to go but towards the center of the towel. So as you're wiping, you're creating a cyclone, which is pushing dirt towards the center of the towel, which is obviously increasing the chances of marring. So if you do directional wiping, when you stop and change direction, if there's any dirt that you've picked up, you're going to leave it on that ridge, and you're going to have less likely chance of scratching the paint when you go back in the other direction. Nice directional. I like to go a single direction. Gives me the chance. I usually flip the towel and work my way from the top to the bottom. I got to get to it, guys. I have a whole car, 2 more cars to do. The show's just starting to pick up. So hopefully these tips helped you out. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'm always interested in helping everybody out. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.